What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here, and today, guys and girls, I am bringing you guys a game on Dreamcatcher LE in the WCS Pro Circuit from two players who you might not know much about, but maybe you want to learn some of their styles and different strategies that they do on a normal basis. And with that being said, spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Dreamcatcher LE, playing with the green Zerg pieces, we have a player who goes by the name of SKilous. And on the opposite side of the map, playing with the blue Zerg pieces, we have a player who goes by the name of Crow. Guys and girls, we did game number 1. You guys can check that out on the YouTube channel now. And it was a pretty intense game between these two players, and I'm excited to see what these guys do, because when you're thinking about ZvZ, there's so many different things that come into mind. You know, there's so much cheese that can happen in ZvZ. There's also a lot of, none other than the macro game as well, because you really have to have a solid macro focused style when it comes to the Zerg versus Zerg matchup, especially if the game goes a little bit longer than someone trying to cheese the other opponent. It's a lot of mind games, guys, that goes into ZvZ, and I am so excited to watch this game because it's one of my favorite matchups, guys. Of course, I love watching, every kind of matchup, whether, you're talking the Protoss, the Terran, the Zerg, whatever it is. I always like to see every different kind of matchup, but I like to get it mixed up a little bit, right? I love watching the ZvZs, the TVTs, the PvPs, just like a combination and a variety of lots of different builds as well as different styles, and it's just so much fun, and that's why I love talking so much about Starcraft too. But anyways, let's talk about what these players are doing currently. So it looks like on both sides we had a hatch gas pool from both sides. And it looks like, guys, we could see a standard macro-focused game here, which I would not be surprised about. I'm interested to see what both these players decide, their tech of choice that they decide to go with here. It looks relatively standard, though. Overall, it looks standard. Both these players, though, guys, you might really get a good feel from both of these guys of other styles that you can maybe try at home, and that's why I love casting these kinds of games for all of you, because it gives you these ideas for what other professional StarCraft 2 players use or do that aren't quite as high up on the ladder or aren't quite as good as the Darks of the world, the Serals, the Rogues, the Innovations, the Beyonds. That's something that you should definitely, kind of take into consideration here as you, as you kind of watch. Maybe hopefully you guys can learn something, and that's the whole point, guys, of this channel. I want to help you guys get better at playing StarCraft 2, as well as I want to get better myself. So it looks like both players took their third bases relatively around the same time here. It looks like we have the Zerglings are starting to move across the map here. And with the speed upgrade for SKilous, well, both of them got the speed upgrade around the exact same time. So this should be interesting, because we've got some Banelings coming up for our blue Zerg player, as well as now for the green Zerg player. So this is going to be really interesting. This is where it gets a lot of fun to watch. You're going to see a lot of Banelings, Zerglings going at it, guys. And it's all a matter of how much do you want to commit to both these players. How much do you want to commit to the engagements? So, should be quite interesting, guys, to say the least here. I'm very interested to see what's about to happen here, because it looks like SKilous is he's smelling some blood. He is coming across the map. He is going to get so much value out of these Banelings so far. He is coming across the map here. He's trying to snipe as many of these drones as possible. These Banelings from Crow look like they're going to start making their way across the map, which is quite interesting. It looks like there was some damage that was done, absolutely, but maybe did SKilous possibly overextend just a little bit there? Now it looks like more Banelings are being morphed in right now, and it looks like Crow is going to try to get some, do some damage here. And it's all about the Bane hits, guys. It is all about these Banelings and what you can possibly do as with the Zerg player when you start, get into the banelings and then into, you know, well, the zerglings to the banelings to the roaches to the hydras to the mutas, whatever it is that you really decide to go with, it can become a very interesting game. But these zerglings are going to come and they're going to try to take out this third base, or at least get a couple of these zerg drones here from Crow. And he's gonna, and it's like I said, guys, it's just gonna be a back and forth fight here until someone can break through. They got the surround on this queen, and it looks like the queen is gonna be taken out here, and all of these banelings are gonna come in, and they're gonna try to take out as many of these. And luckily, they didn't actually get as many of those drone kills. That looked like it was gonna be so bad for our blue Zerg player there, but it ended up not being nearly as bad as it could have been. So SKilous still has a little bit of a lead here. All these Zerglings are, it looks like he's going to probably start morphing some of these Zerglings, I would assume, into Banelings. And the fights are going to be intense, guys, obviously. You know, it's really going to be, you know, the beginning of the matches, it's going to be a lot of, you know, we're going to get a feel for what's going on here between our, you know, each of the opponents as they're playing against each other. These Zerglings want so badly to take out more of these drones and really start halting the supply and really trying to just, you know, stop all of everything that our blue Zerg player is trying to do here is just not working. They are starting to get some of those drone kills. It was just a matter of time. He did get a, you know, he's getting a couple of kills here and there, but this is starting to get out of hand. Our green Zerg player SKilous looks like he might be trying to break through here. He's getting a lot of drone kills. You just got to be careful that you don't overextend and stay, you know, too long over into the opposite side of the map here. Now, Roach Warren's up here. He's getting the Roach upgrades, and this is where it's going to start getting interesting. SKilous is trying to take a decent lead here, and this third base is so vulnerable right now for our Zerg player in blue. He really needs to get a couple of spines, I think, somewhere to really build some defense here, so that those Zerglings can't just run in there, or those Banelings either. And now that the Roaches are out, this is going to be a very interesting composition for our blue Zerg player. How is he going to handle this? Because he doesn't have quite as big of an army. At least it doesn't look like he does at this point. And this is going to be a pretty heavy push. We can just tell that this push is coming, guys. And our blue Zerg player does know that this is coming. He sees it coming, and this is a lot of Roaches, guys. Oh my god, this is a lot of Roaches. Lots of Roaches, got a handful of Banelings as well, and this could be all she wrote if our blue Zerg player does not get some perfect engagements here. These Zerg units that from SKilous are doing so much damage here. He is trying to end this game right here, right now, and these as these queens are trying as hard as they can to defuse, it does not look like it is enough for our blue Zerg player. And with that being said, guys, this is why I love the ZvZ matchup. It's such a back and forth and so much fun to watch when it comes to this matchup in particular. It's so back and forth, so fast-paced, and that's why I think I love it so much. But with that being said, everyone, I hope you guys did enjoy this cast in this game. And if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for new, stay positive, and as always, I will see all of you guys in the next one. Peace.